zone or industry, maybe that part. The Ch8 is how close it is to the Charles River or not. I might need to look these up real quick. I don't remember them all. Yeah, so the per capita crime rate, the proportion of residential land zone for large lots, the nitric acid, the NOx is the nitric acid concentration, the number of rooms per dwelling, and then again, what if it's near the Charles River or not. It must be the age of the home, and then the weighted distance for employment centers, so that distance is how close it is to employment areas. And then your tax rate and the pupil to teacher ratio. So that's a good one too. And then LSTAT is not 100%. Oh, the lower percentage of lower status population. So like kind of probably similar to like a poverty rate. So that's what all those variables are. All right, and we decided that our response is in value for market value. And what type of variable is it?
Continuous.
Yeah, guys, like that should be super easy for you, and it's blue, right? So it's continuous. All right, and then we have several predictor variables, right? I don't know why we haven't looked at this one yet. I cut out all of your homework. This class must be so much easier for you than last time. I don't know if it's been challenging or not, but I just like there's no homework, so it should be a lot easier. Huh?
You've had assignments every week?
Yeah, those, I guess, yeah, you've had those. Yeah. You have had those. No, you have had those. So before I would give a lot more of like homework in JMP, and that's been thrown out. Like, 'cause I can't trust you guys not to use AI.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So what's the point? You're just gonna throw it in chat. All right. So obviously we can then look at the data, right? We can look at the distributions, the fit Y by X's, etc. But we're gonna skip all of that, the data understanding, and we're just gonna go right into our modeling and the validation. So to start with, we're gonna create, let me back up. We're going to create a validation column, but we already have one in here. So the reason is so that we'll use this one when we're comparing the models, but I also want to show you how to create one because you'll have to do that for your project. And so what we have here is the validation column. And in here you can see which observations are going to be part of the training subset. So you can see the first however many, the first one is validation, the next year training. You have to go to the test, etc. So you can see exactly which observations are going to be in which subset. And then on the back end of that, let's right click on that and go to column info. So what you can see is what's actually stored is a number, a 0 for training, a 1 for validation, and a 2 for test. So if you were to click in like the very first one for validation, you should actually see a number 1 in there. So just kind of 2 click in and you'll see it. So anyway, that's where you can see the different levels. I'm going to cancel out of that. And then again, I'm going to kind of 2 click in here, and you can see that there's a 1 in there. And if I were to 2 click in the training, you can see that there's a 0 stored there. So what's on the back end is the number, the 0, 1, or 2. And then what you see on the front end is the friendly version. All right, so in the other thing I want to make sure in forward stepwise regression, the validation is used to decide when to stop adding, so the validation subset. is used to decide when to stop adding additional terms into the model. In decision trees, the validation is used to decide when to stop splitting the data, so stop making branches. And then in neural nets, the validation is used to determine the best value for our penalty parameter that will be used. That is what's used to prevent overfitting. So let's go and do a validation column. So analyze, predictive modeling, make validation column. Under selection, we're going to use just the make validation column, but you can see that there's make auto validation table and then make k-fold validation. Again, we're just going to use the first one. Then before we go to the next page, you can see that there's different options where you can make like a stratified column, or a grouping column, or a cut point column. Here, like the stratified option is really used like on that Titanic data set. When you have a very imbalanced data set, you might want to use some stratification. And it just balances those across those imbalanced sets. So that's all that's for. We're not going to use any of these, so let's just click OK. When we're here, this is where we're going to decide how much to put in each training, validation, and test set. So we're going to do, for this one, let's do 50 in training. We always want a larger training. I can't even get that to select. So we're going to put 50 in there, and then 25 for validation, and then 25, so 0.25 for your test. Down here you have where you can change the column name. I named the one in the data set already validation 2 so that we can just leave this as validation. Leave that as fixed. Random seed, let's put in 1,000. I don't know if this will, again, we're in new editions. I'm not sure if it'll help us get similar results or not, but let's put in 1,000 for the random seed. And then click go. So what you see over here is yours may be different than mine, but you should have a new column called validation. And again, it's telling you which set.
She put it under stratification.
Cheers.
Okay. Yeah, 50, 25, 25. Yep. Okay, so now let's go run our models. Let's go to analyze. Let's go analyze fit model. We'll do our regression first. And we're going to take M value to the Y. And then what I want to do next, hang on. Put M value in the Y and change your personality to stepwise. So click on the drop down for personality, choose stepwise, because we're going to do forward stepwise. For the validation, we're going to take the validation 2 so that we're all using the same validation column. We're going to take that to the validation section. And then the next thing that I want to do, and I hope my laptop doesn't like die, it probably will though, is that we're going to select everything else, our crim through LSTAT. And then we're going to come over here to the construct model effects and click on the drop down for macros. If you've been in my class for 123, we did this when we're testing for interaction. And that's what we're doing is we're going to add some extra variables in there So we're going to go to macros and then full factorial. So the default degree in that is 2. So this is going to add 12 additional factors or main effects. So we're going to have 12 of our main effects, and then we're going to have 66 of the two-way, like second order interaction terms in our model. So this model here is more complex than the previous multiple linear regression that we did when we just did a very simple one, adding just all of our variables in. All right, so once we have that, we can click run, and then it may take an hour for mine to run. Well, it might take a while though. Mine is already like, nope, not gonna do it. You see, it's not responding. Maybe.
There you go.
Mine had a little bar for a second.
Did yours? If it crashes, run it again, but without all of the, without doing the factorial. Is everyone to this step? I know. Oh, you added your validation. Start again. Yeah. Start again.
Yeah, I registered there. Oh yeah. No, I saved the other one, but I was gonna run again. She said that again.
Oh, thank goodness.
I don't know if I'm supposed to grab like another like the other one.
Again, if it doesn't, just eventually they can escape out of that and just do it without all the additional complexity. Are we all good on this side?
Yeah.
Aaron, you're not? No, I look like I added your validation. All right. Once you're here, we're going to go ahead and click go. Oh, I meant to say something before I did that, but you should see, because we have that validation column, our stopping rule is the max validation R square. So you should all see that up there as the default, and we are doing a forward stepwise. So that, and you can, mine is running or trying to run. And it'll go for a minute. So just let it run, and then we'll check in a little bit. All right, Aaron, did you get yours going? Brought it back up again.
I had to reboot it.
Right, is yours going now? And then who else, Matt? I guess I need to have stepwise. Pull it out of that. And then just do recall. Yeah, yeah, so do stepwise, and now run it. And then wait.
You want me to
So
run
you
them?
can see,
Oh, yeah, to run it now?
yeah, click go.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can see that mine is adding things in. It's not done yet, but it is adding. Yours should be too.
Wait, what you do? I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, press go.
Oh, okay. I was like, my phone.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you add something? Sorry.
I didn't add anything. I just pushed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it'll run. Did you hit go?
Yeah, I just
Okay,
pressed
because it
it.
wasn't doing anything.
No.
Yeah, let me show you some of the pictures while I'm at.
Oh yeah.
It's really bad pictures, but this is a tulip that I made.
That's so cool.
Or
You
not
do the
tulip, sorry,
beanie.
lily. Yeah. This is really. Apple really cute. Really cool.
Yeah, that looks really cool. Like I can imagine it like off to the side a little bit. Oh, that's cool. Like instead of an arm thing, you made it this thing.
And then this one's for my arm. And then it was for the avatar, so it had like swirlies and the white lotus thing. So it was really cool.
It looks cool. Sorry, this popped up and I'm like, what is this saying? The data tab has other windows open. Okay, close all? I don't know. Okay. It's like non-responsive because it's so annoyed. I don't know. This laptop has like 16 gigabytes RAM, which is the same as my computer, but it doesn't work as well. Like 16. That's why I'm like, I don't know why it gives me so many issues. I wanted to do a full like wipe of it, but.
What is it on Intel or AMD?
Intel. That's why I'm like, so I'm like, it's so annoying.
I don't like that. One of the good things about it is that the processing power is not bad.
Yeah, it has an interesting system. What is it still loading?
Oh, okay.
Mine is like still loading something and I don't know
Mine
what.
is. It's checking all of the.
Okay, that's what I was like. It's just being weird. I'm so glad my class registration though, because since my major is different and I've had like prerequisites being able to bypass, I tried to set it up previous semester where they put me on a permission list like thing, and they still gave me issues because like every semester I've been having to get permission numbers for certain classes because it won't let me register, and it's like, oh, you're not a business student, oh, you're not. I'm like,
When it's done, so when it's done, you should be able to scroll to the bottom, and then you should be able to